Welcome to the YouTube channel, The Right Place. In this video, we step into the enchanting world of natural craftsmanship as we explore how ordinary branches and twigs can be transformed into elegant, functional trellises that elevate any garden space with rustic charm and artistic structure. Through careful selection, shaping, and joining, these once-forgotten materials become living sculptures that guide climbing plants while showcasing the beauty of sustainable design. This narrative invites you to rediscover the creative possibilities hidden in nature's leftovers, turning them into meaningful outdoor art. If you enjoy inspiring DIY garden projects like this, don't forget to subscribe for more creative content on the channel. Let's get started. One. Selecting the perfect branches. Material matters. Selecting the right branches isn't just a practical step, it's an artistic decision, and today we'll discuss how to identify wood with ideal strength, flexibility, and visual character. We look for branches that are neither too brittle nor overly delicate, allowing them to withstand wind, moisture, and plant weight across the seasons. The subtle curves and knots on each branch add personality to the final sculpture and allow nature's hand to influence the outcome. Learning to read wood, its grain, its tension, and its soul, is the first step in mastering this craft. In this segment, we'll guide you through sourcing branches from yard trimmings, woodland collections, or even storm debris, ensuring that every chosen piece is both ethically gathered and environmentally friendly. The emphasis is on sustainability rather than cutting fresh growth, respecting ecosystems rather than disturbing them. We will demonstrate how to assess moisture content, diameter reliability, and aging condition to prevent structural weakness. With this knowledge, your trellis begins with integrity even before assembly begins. Two. Shaping the wood, creating natural curves and lines. Shaping branches is like coaxing nature into intentional design, and here we'll explore how to trim, bend, and align wood into harmonious forms. Using simple tools like pruners, trimming saws, and natural fiber ties, we gently persuade each branch to complement the overall geometry of the trellis. The goal isn't to erase the natural form, but to thoughtfully refine it. Trellis making becomes not just construction, but collaboration with nature's original lines. You'll watch how steam bending, progressive shaping, and strategic cutting can transform rigid pieces into elegant arcs that cradle climbing plants. Each shaping choice influences the plant's eventual movement, where tendrils attach, where leaves cascade, and how aesthetic weight is distributed. Even subtle adjustments create more graceful forms and reduce stress points in the wood. The shaping stage is where intention meets intuition and technical skill merges with natural expression. Three. Joining the elements, building the framework. Joining the branches is where the structure becomes truly architectural, and we'll demonstrate various methods of binding wood together with both function and beauty in mind. Natural jute, raffia, leather cord, or biodegradable garden wire can be used to secure intersections without spoiling the organic aesthetic. The challenge is finding the balance between tight reinforcement and gentle material preservation. Each junction is a handshake between pieces of wood, forming a skeleton that endures. We'll show how to align major support branches vertically and diagonally to create a strong load-bearing frame that guides climbing growth upward. Supporting joints will be reinforced while auxiliary branches weave across them to form visual rhythm. This creates a trellis that is simultaneously sturdy and poetic, a meeting of engineering and whimsy. With every knot and connection, your trellis gains both strength and spirit. Four, design styles: rustic, symmetrical, and wild-form trellises. Now we explore design philosophies, beginning with rustic traditional forms that embrace uneven spacing, textured surfaces, and spontaneous shapes. This approach celebrates the authenticity of natural material, letting wood speak in its own imperfect vocabulary. These trellises invite a more bohemian garden aesthetic, allowing plants to meander and envelop the structure organically. The result feels ancient, handmade, and delightfully irregular. For those who crave more order, we'll demonstrate symmetrical trellis designs with deliberate spacing, measured alignments, and architectural consistency. These shapes appeal to structured garden plans where uniformity is part of the visual language. Meanwhile, wild-form trellises break tradition entirely, using dramatic curves, weaving patterns, and sculptural silhouettes that evoke arboreal art installations. Every style supports growth, not just of plants, but of creative identity. Five, preparing the trellis for planting. Finishing touches. The finishing phase involves smoothing rough edges, sealing critical joints, and stabilizing the base before introducing living greenery. We'll walk through how to avoid splinters, prevent rot, and treat wood naturally with oils or plant-safe coatings. These preparations extend the life of your trellis while maintaining its eco-friendly principles. This makes your structure ready to withstand seasonal change. We'll also consider how to anchor the trellis in soil or planter spaces, whether by burying supports, mounting frame anchors, or securing footing stones. Stability ensures that as vines grow heavier, your trellis stands firm instead of leaning or splitting. The final touch is a visual assessment from all angles, front, side, ground level, to ensure proportion and posture. At this moment, the trellis has become a true garden resident. Six, plant pairing. Choosing the right climbers. Selecting the right plants to climb your trellis enhances both the aesthetics and longevity of your creation, and we'll discuss which species complement natural wood. Perennials like clematis, honeysuckle, jasmine, and climbing roses merge beautifully with rustic textures. Their entwining growth and seasonal blooms animate the wood, making the sculpture slowly disappear beneath foliage and blossom. The trellis becomes more beautiful with each passing day. For edible gardens, beans, peas, cucumbers, and vining squash work wonderfully and also add productivity to beauty. The trellis becomes a living latticework of nourishment and visual delight. We'll explain how each plant attaches differently, certain using tendrils and others twisting, which influences spacing and joint reinforcement. Choosing plants wisely ensures harmony between wood and leaf. Seven, seasonal care and maintenance, keeping it beautiful. Natural trellises evolve over time, and we'll discuss seasonal inspections to ensure durability and visual appeal. Wood shifts with humidity, vines tighten as they grow, and joints may require tightening or adjustment. This maintenance becomes part of the ritual of gardening, an ongoing relationship rather than a one-time project. Caring for your trellis also deepens your appreciation of its craft. We'll show how to prune plants, relieve stress points, and refresh bindings without disturbing growth. With gentle handling, your trellis becomes more resilient each season, gaining character as wood ages and softens. Attention to detail prevents weather damage and keeps your creation proudly upright. Over years, both wood and plant integrate into a single living organism. Eight, artistic expression, turning trellises into garden sculpture. A trellis can be more than support, it can be garden art, and we'll explore how to incorporate expressive elements like curves, woven twig patterns, and ornamental knots. Each variation transforms the structure into a personal creative statement. Your trellis can resemble a doorway, a fan, a ribcage of wood, or a branching lightning bolt. A garden begins to feel like an outdoor gallery. Adding subtle enhancements like braided fibers or small wood carvings elevates the design further, making your trellis stand out as a handcrafted centerpiece. When visitors see it, they sense intention and imagination, just as much as horticulture. Letting creativity lead encourages continuous innovation with each new build. A trellis becomes a signature of your gardening identity. Nine, sustainability and natural design philosophy. Using found branches means working with what nature provides rather than imposing artificial materials on the landscape, and this philosophy shapes both aesthetics and ethics. It honors cycles of decay and reuse, breathing new life into what would otherwise fall to compost. This is a form of art that leaves almost no footprint behind. In this way, the garden becomes a harmonious ecosystem rather than a construction site. Embracing material imperfections, cracks, curves, weathering marks, keeps us connected to the organic origins of our trellis. Rather than forcing uniformity, we celebrate diversity in form. Each finished structure tells a quiet story of seasons, storms, and growth. When crafted with respect, your trellis stands as a testament to both sustainability and beauty. Conclusion: crafting nature's architecture. As we conclude, remember that forging branch and twig trellises isn't simply about building a structure. It's about connecting with nature, creating beauty, and shaping living spaces with intention. Each trellis reflects patience, respect for materials, and delight in watching living plants thrive. Whether symmetrical or wild, understated or bold, what you create becomes an expression of your relationship with the natural world. May your garden grow richer because of it, and may each project bring new inspiration.